All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Black Bullion Show. We got an onslaught of economic data today at around 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Gold and silver, these guys right here, are holding on pretty strong, while equities took a bit of a hit to start out the day before rebounding a bit. Now, before we get into the rest of it, just have to say if you're new to this channel, please hit that big red subscribe button right down below. Also, please hit the like button. Helps to get this economic evangelism out there to the masses, bringing more people into precious metals. So, gold is just below where it began at 12 a.m. Today. Silver jumped above its opening, and right now it's at 1.06% above where it was. Let's take a look at the dollar index here. DXY, we're at 97.46. So the dollar is feeling pretty strong right now relative to the basket of currencies that it's being compared to. So let's take a look at some of those currencies. So the euro, the dollar was losing steam against the euro and now is starting to reverse a little bit. The same thing can be said with the pound, but probably even more so. Let's take a look at the loonie. The loonie was on the dollar's heels in recent weeks, but things have changed in the dollar's favor a bit. The Japanese yen, the same thing can be said, but a bit more dramatic. And the Swiss franc in general seems pretty strong against the dollar, though it is retreating a little bit. And the Swedish krona seems to be gaining a bit. Um, so all in all, the dollar looks pretty decent among its competitors, which is part of the reason why gold is trying to find a bit of its footing right now. Let's take a look at the Dow. Now, the Dow was a bit lower on some of the less than enthusiastic economic news that came out, but it perked back up pretty quickly, as you can see here, as banks jumped on news that they will be getting easier regulations, making it easier for larger banks to invest in riskier funds, such as venture capital funds. Also, banks don't have to build up cash safeguards against certain derivative trades that they have. So, obviously, that's ridiculous, scary news for a lot of us here. A lot of those things kind of sound very, 2008-ish. But on that news, banks rallied. Now they're coming down a bit. Let's take a look at some of the unemployment data here. And around that time, they were rallying in the face of an additional 1.5 million people filing for unemployment just this past week. Now, the median forecast was that the numbers were supposed to be around 1.38 million. So our claims actually beat that. And on top of that, quarter one GDP for the US came out showing a fall of 5%. So we can obviously expect quarter two to be worse than what we have right now. So in general, it's been a bit up and down, a bit of an up and down morning for gold and silver. Obviously, gold is trying to hold its own against a stronger dollar and investors piling into equities on the bank news. Silver is likely reacting positively to the latter. So everyone, that's your Thursday. Thanks again for watching the Black Bullion Show. Please give it a like. Please subscribe. Thanks again. It's Black Bullion.